Hello everyone, welcome back to Cloud's Fortresscraft Frozen Factory. Now as you can see here, I've added another conduit because the bottom one is pretty much being tapped out now to keep all of this working. As you can see, it's actually working pretty well. Our blast furnaces are almost continuously stocked with ore. That is until, most of them are doing checks and not doing anything else. But for the most part, as long as I don't restart the game too much, that doesn't happen too often. So I've got myself a level 5 bomb here. And we're going to go take it to the Cryospawner. See if we can't get him to show himself a little bit. I also went and got a bunch of torches. So the Cryospawner is right about here, I think. So I'll light this fuse and stand back a little bit. And we have a nice big opening. Yeah, it doesn't get rid of the cryoplasm, just like I thought. But now there's no stuff really in the way. And we can actually see the Cryospawner now. And now everything's falling down. So we get a real good view of the Cryospawner, and now we've got a nice big open area to fight him in. I'm glad that this one isn't like my last playthrough and there's only one Cryospawner there. Last time I had 2 for every one. Got a nice cave opening up there. Just lay some torches around this area wherever we can. We can't build it on the cryoplasm, but there we go. Get a pretty good look at this because this is going to be the main focus while we're trying to defeat the cryoplasm itself. But now that we've gone and blown up the bomb, I'm going to continue my little path here of, well, what I was doing. The BFL's made things a little uneven, so I'm going to fix that with concrete. And that'll also speed me up a little bit as well. I'm going to have to get a laser, or a lancer, I should say. Right about here. And I'm dotting lights every now and again so we can actually see. So there's that. Now, I kind of got a little lazy and I ran out of crystal deposits near the base. So there's this really large crystal deposit here that I hooked a bunch of heists up to. And I did have a little platform to stand on because I had 2 miners over here going. And within a half hour, I mined out like 150,000 crystal. So, just came and put Arthur back on this charging port every once in a while so that I didn't, freeze to death. Got myself a nice bit of crystal. Like I said, that was mostly laziness. I could have easily run a mass storage or something out there, but whatever. Right now I'm at that stage of waiting for things to get done, mostly. So I need to finish housing this. I figured I would just leave it exposed a little bit so that when I said I added a new conduit, you would know where. It hasn't killed me yet, but I don't want to give it that chance. And then the last one will be on top, which I can do from over here. Whoops. Completely missed. And I don't think that'll be blocking anything. nope, we shouldn't be blocking anything. And I clicked the wrong one. I didn't mean to click that one. There we go. So I had to build the other conduit because we didn't have any power down below. It was all being mopped up before it would get down below by the mass storage controller that I built. So hopefully this will solve that problem. Just adding another conduit is really the only way I could think of doing it. What we need now is conduit Mark II. Because the 10,000 power per second is nice, but at this stage that I'm at now, it's not enough. Especially when you consider it's only like, it's, you know, 2 geothermals per conduit, really. Now, I can't cover up the top of this like I've done with the rest. Unfortunately, there's an awful lot of lasers beaming down from up above. But it really does cut on the glare a lot, covering up all these darn lasers. Of course, putting in the command also, oh, it's detail, bloom. Yeah, that also helps a lot as well. It's just unfortunate, it's one of those things you gotta click, or you've gotta enable every single time you play the game. The same with this, which I never remember to do. The quote-unquote music. Alright, let's see what we've got here as far as blocks go. Oops, I'm back. So, what do we have? We've got 1.2k resin, 3.6 on the chromed and the magnetic. We're actually falling pretty far behind on the resin, and I've been adding a couple more jet turbines to try to compensate for that. Okay, having a little bit of a loading issue. The game still thinks I'm down in the cold caverns. It'll just give it a second and it'll figure out where I am. It's kind of interesting to watch the world load above you. There we go. Ah, there we go. As you can see, there's no power in here. He's being fed automatically, very, very slowly. There's no drill head. It's just the regular drill, pull-on coal out, feeding it. I'm also coming by and feeding him every now and again. Because resin right now is kind of what's slowing me down. And I'm trying to build these geothermals 2 at a time. So that's 150 of the blocks, and I'm not going to have enough resin.
Crafting.
Yeah, I got plenty of magnetic and chromed blocks, ironically enough. Plenty of crystal, basically from what I said I was doing, just hanging out on the depositor there. We've actually got some resin just hanging out here, but I'm not going to move it. There's no reason to. Just got to be a little bit patient, or increase the amount of stuff that I've got. Either or. I think what I'll do for now, though, is continue along my little push towards the Cryospawner. Not this way. It's over this way. I'm going to start by grabbing a couple of these and distributing them up here. With some bombs. I know we've got all of this stuff in the way, but I'm hoping if maybe I place it somewhere in this cavern, it'll be able to clear out some of this stuff. I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to try it out now. Well, he is definitely doing his job without a problem. Plenty of line of sight. he's actually doing pretty well at clearing all of this for us. And while he's doing all of that, we have our turrets doing their part. I don't know if that's going to be enough spacing or not. We'll figure that out. We might need to, I don't know, do something like this maybe? Really though, we should probably at least cover this so no more stuff falls through. Ha! It will grow through, but it has no reason to grow at this height. Or depth. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. You guys need to stop focusing on the stuff above you. Looks like the bomber was up there too, so that's fine. These camo bots keep randomly pulling power out of these batteries and taking a swing at me right before they get taken out. And one of them actually hit me. Didn't kill me, but it's pretty close. They're rude. You know, here they are stealing my power and then attacking me. Totally impolite. Will you guys get rid of this stuff right there? Stop focusing on the stuff above you. I'd appreciate it. Alright. The middle line, really, that's what's getting pretty much most of everything. To be completely honest, the other ones are kind of for support. I guess. I will eventually be needing to clear out more of this. I want to run another conduit down here. Because I'm sure I'm going to need all of that power when it comes time to actually get rid of the cryospawner. But for now, what I have is good enough. See, that should definitely be within range. Hopefully he'll get it eventually. Just really focused on that stuff above for some reason. So I want to get all of this kind of lined up, filled in. I'm going to keep giving this bomber here. Probably actually going to move it. I might try to platform my way out through here or something like this. Just over the area he's already taken everything out. Because he's stuck right now. So let's move him real quick. Just make sure he's got plenty of room above him. Might be a little bit of a pain at first, but I think I'll check on how many bombs are actually in there after a while. Like I said, hopefully he'll do a good job of clearing out a lot of this stuff. So I can get all of this flooring built in. We'll get him decently covered. Oh yeah, there we go. Good job. Thank you. This is finally gone. Sheesh. Gonna take them a little while to get through all of that. Of course, their priorities are not in order, and they're getting the stuff above. Eventually, when we get all of this nonsense cleared, clear a tunnel through here, bring this conduit all the way down. Might do 2 conduits. I really don't know how fast it spawns. I know it spawned pretty fast on my last playthrough, and that was not with hard mobs. This is looking pretty good, actually. I hope this bomber can clear out most of this stuff. Traveling to target. Nice. Of course, you're going to just have more falling and all that as we go. I got to look up here. This is intriguing me. This is a pretty big cave up here. Interesting. Okay. Got a little bit more here. We're gonna overdo it on Lancers. Oops. Getting there. But if I need to pull any of them out, I got plenty of them laying around. I've also got a bunch of them back at the base. Alright. So I had quite a bit of fun using that BFL last time. So I think what I'm going to do this time is use it again. Now I dropped them off over here, I believe. And there we go. Oh no, they're not in here. They must be up on the surface one. Yeah, I'm going to use BFL to clear all that. Something I feel like I should have been experimenting with before. Although I'm pretty sure it destroys anything in its path. Except for cryoplasm, of course. So it's something that you would want to be cautious in using. Got a couple things to get rid of in the inventory here. Not that. Just these four. We can get rid of these torches too, I guess. I already used them for the purpose I had in mind. Ah, here they are. Yeah, this will be perpetually out of power since he's being fed automatically, but I'm still gonna go and drop food in there every once in a while. It's not being fed as quickly as we can produce all that stuff. Alright, this way. And of course we have to wait for it to load, even though we were just here. Okay, that's as far as that laser goes. Put another one right about there. And I want to smack him right here, I think. Did I not put Arthur on a port? There we go. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Now, if only... Oh, you know what I didn't think of? Cryoplasm falling down on the power line. But luckily I got to it before it fell. So I'm just going to... Hey, what'd you do that for? Hopefully it doesn't fall on my head. Hey, you're going up too high. I guess I could put the laser on the bottom, but you get the general idea of what I'm doing. So next episode we're going to focus more on getting everything here ready for progression, really. We're going to get this platform all built out, more lights up in here, have lots of power being beamed down here. Because we've almost got enough geothermal generators to get this magma ore going. So I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you next time.